Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our special Wednesday evening Parent Academy webinar session. Thank you for joining us. And again, we are excited to have you as audience listeners and participants. I am Tina Folston Hayes, the Parent Academy Specialist for Educational Equity and Outreach for the Alachua County Public Schools, and I welcome you this evening. Tonight, we will receive some helpful information from Ms. Julie and Mr. Cornelius Dunmore, both of Santa Fe. Mr. Cornelius is of Achieve, and Ms. Julie is from our adult education for your GEDs. And so just before we begin, I would like to go over a few housekeeping elements. Please keep your microphones on mute through the duration of the presentation. Located at the bottom of your webinar window, there is a Q&A feature that we would ask you to access to ask any questions throughout. Ms. Julie is prepared to answer your questions as she goes, so please feel free to go ahead and type in those questions, and she's going to answer them throughout. Mr. Dunmore will answer the questions about Achieve at the end of his presentation. So please feel free to jot those questions down, but just know we're not going past it. We're definitely going to make sure to get those questions answered, but it will just be at the end. Please note that all Parent Academy webinars are closed caption, recorded, and posted to our website for re-review at a later date for anyone that could not join in live tonight. If you have a need for a personal conversation or a personal question, please feel free to email me at parentacademy@gm.sbac.edu, and I will get those questions answered or forwarded to the correct personnel to get that information for you. And so without further ado, I would like to introduce you to Miss Julie. Thank
Well,
you for
thank
being
you.
here.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Miss Tina, for inviting me, and Mr. Jared for helping facilitate this. I'm very happy to be here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start. I do have a short PowerPoint, and then I have a couple of papers to share with people. But I also want everybody to feel very comfortable. If you have a question, just stop and ask me your question, because I want to make sure all your questions are answered. So as I pull up my PowerPoint, and I'll make sure everybody can see it. Can you see that? Everybody can see my screen? Okay, good. All right. So I am with the Santa Fe College Adult Education GED program. And we do like to say this is the beginning of people's pathways to a brighter future. So we do want to help people, find out what their goals are and help them meet their goals and get to where we want to go. And we have academic classes. We have classes at the Northwest Campus, the Blunt Downtown Center. We have classes out in Archer, and we have classes in Alachua. And we also have online Zoom classes, just like we're doing tonight. We offer classes in the morning and the evening on Zoom. We help people get ready for their GED. And a lot of people don't realize, but when you take and pass your GED test, you get a state of Florida high school diploma, which is considered a standard high school diploma. And also in our program, we have English for speakers of other languages if people need to learn English. And it's not just academics. We try and help people get ready for their future goals. So we want to talk to you about what are your career goals and help you get there. And so again, pass your GED and earn a state of Florida high school diploma. And our ESOL program, I'm not going to go too much in depth. I don't know that that's an interest of anybody on this call, but I did want to let people know that is an offering. But we also want to help people get ready for further educational training when they take and pass their GED, or while they're still working on taking and passing their GED test. We have college readiness classes where we talk about um, test taking skills, study skills. What are the expectations of college classes? We'll help people and get information on applying for financial aid when the time is right and determining their future goals and start exploring some of the college programs while you're in our adult ed program. So so by the time you finish and you do get your GED, you're ready to go on to the next step. And in addition to the academics, as I've said, we do have some career preparation classes that we do while students are in our adult ed program. And some of those include we help students get ready for the Department of Children and Families 40-hour childcare training. We do computer and typing classes. We offer CPR and first aid to students. We have an artist entrepreneurship program, an agriculture horticulture program. We do the Safe Staff Food Handler certification if students are interested in working in the restaurant field. We've got an intro to construction class, and the probably one of our highlights is we help students get ready for the CNA program, the Certified Nursing Assistant program. And we have preparation activities while they're in our program to help them get ready to go into the CNA program. And once students transition into the CNA program, one of our instructors is a support and a mentor to help with studying and test taking and to be successful in the CNA program. Now, our program is $30 a semester, and that covers most of the things that I was talking about. But when students are ready to go into the CNA program, you don't have to have a high school diploma to take the CNA program. That is a college level program with college level fees. So we try and help students look for scholarships to help support the cost of that program. And we also want to make sure that you get your questions answered. We want to make sure that you're referred to any support programs at Santa Fe College. There's a career resource center, a disabilities resource center, my brother's keeper, the counseling center. So we want to make sure that our students know about all those supports. And then also supports in the community. And I know a lot of you are aware of some of these, but maybe not all of them. We want to help people get involved with Career Source of North Central Florida, Early Learning Coalition. Some students are interested in Project Youth Build. We worked with them in the past. So we want to make sure that we're a referral resource in addition to just helping you prepare for and get ready for your GED classes. And we do have career readiness. We call them our Pathways to Brighter Futures career pathways specialist, and they'll help students with looking for jobs. They'll help with resumes. They'll help with job seeking and so much more. So, kind of in a nutshell, that's everything that goes into our program. And so, just to finish this kind of overview piece, we're here to help you prepare for a brighter future. So anything we can do to help you start thinking about future careers, future goals, that's what we want to do. So anyhow, that's a quick summary of our adult ed program. As I'm taking that off the screen, I've got some other things to show you, but does anybody have any questions so far? I can't see the chat.
So it'll be your Q&A, Miss
The
Julie.
Q&A. Okay.
And then
So
Mr. Folds, if you are there um with anyone that has a question, you can definitely pop on and just unmute yourself and ask whatever questions right there in the audience that you have.
anybody have any questions so far? Okay, I'll keep going then. But just up. Okay.
Mr. Jarrett, he stepped out for a minute. I'm one of the residents who stay here. So about the CNA classes, like how much would it be?
Okay. So for the actual CNA class, hold on just a minute. I'm going to pull up something for you. Right now, they have a grant called the Open Door Grant, and we're hoping that that grant will continue next year. And I'm going to answer your question, but I'm going to answer it in a long way. What we do in our program while you're in the adult ed class, we have a class called Direct Care, and that is like a kind of like a home health aid preparation course, just get your feet wet. Um, Learning about the healthcare field. We have CPR class, all of that, the direct care, the CPR class, and the CNA preparation class to help you get ready to go into the CNA program. Those are all covered with the $30 fee. Now, when students are ready to go into the actual college level CNA program, let me pull this up for you.
Okay.
So this is on the Health Sciences website. And you can tell in health sciences, there are lots and lots of different opportunities. Now, a lot of these will require a high school diploma, but you do not have to yet have your diploma to go into the CNA program.
Okay.
So that's right here. And there are different requirements, but because you asked about the costs, here's a tuition breakdown. Um, Now, the first thing we try and do is get you to verify Florida residency. It's the class is $585 for Florida residents. But like I say, that's something that we can help you with scholarships for, help you look for scholarships. That's what the open door covers. And then all of these expenses, um, some the students have to pay up front before they get their scholarship, but they'll get reimbursed if they do qualify for the scholarship. So there are uniforms and shoes, books our adult ed program can pay for our students. This one is the tricky one. Your health screening may not be as much as $450. You will get reimbursed for this later, but this is an upfront cost that some students do have to pay to go into the program. But like I say, they put the worst case scenario. A lot of students get their health screening done for $100 or $200. You can do the CPR in our program, and so you don't have to pay for that. You get your certification as part of the $30.
Okay.
And then there is a background check and a drug screening that students have to pay for. Again, with the scholarship, you can get reimbursed for that, but that might be an upfront cost. And then the prometric is the test you take at the end to get your certification. So that doesn't come until after the program. And that is something that's covered with the Open Door Scholarship. So all of these costs, if people get qualified for the scholarship, will be paid for, but some of the costs people may have to pay up front before they get the scholarship to get enrolled in the program.
Okay.
Okay. And as you're in, if people are in our program, as they're in the CNA preparation program with us, we're helping you get ready for all of this. We're helping you work through the enrollment processes.
Okay.
And can I introduce the dual enrollment program? I'm not directly involved in the dual enrollment program, but I can let you know who to. And Mr. Dunmore, is that something that you work with, or should I refer this question, give them some information on who to contact?
Yeah, let's give them some information on who to contact. I don't directly work with dual enrollment, but I do work with one of the dual enrollment Santa Fe Achieve Mentors. So you can touch it, and then I'll come back and I'll touch it a little bit in a few minutes
Okay.
also.
So the high school dual enrollment program, if you go onto the Santa Fe website, www.sfcollege.edu, or you can just do a search for Santa Fe College. Make sure you don't get Santa Fe Community College in Santa Fe, New Mexico. So, just make sure it's the one in Gainesville. And what I did is I typed in the search up here and I wrote in dual enrollment. And here's information on the high school dual enrollment program. It's a great program. Students can go in at, I believe, for their 11th and 12th grade years, and they're working toward getting a college credential while they're also working on a high school credential at the same time. So anyhow, it's a great program and your college is paid for because you're still a high school student. That's part of the agreement. But if you wanted to find out more about it, I hope you can see this phone number here, 352 395 5490. And then there's also an email, dual enrollment, all one word, at sfcollege.edu.
Okay.
But if you go on the website and do a search and look it up, it'll have lots and lots and lots of information on there. And it looks like there's even a application to help you start that process here. And I think I saw another question. Nope. Okay. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is one more. Okay, very good. The next thing I'm going to do is let people know how to get started in our program. And I did get this information out to Miss Tina. She has it, and I definitely want to make it available to anybody who's interested. I'm going to blow it up.
Okay.
This is a pretty big document here, and I see one more question. Okay. Lots and lots of information. But what this does, this document takes you step by step by step on how to apply to our program. Some students have been in our program before, or they've applied to Santa Fe College. If you've never, ever, ever applied to Santa Fe College, you'd followed step one for new students. It gives you the website and it tells you step by step by step what to do. And you don't have to do all this on your own. If you want some help doing it, or you want to come into one of our offices and use one of our computers, we're more than happy to help people if they want to come in too.
Okay.
Then if you have at one time been a Santa Fe College student, then you want to follow the information for returning students. What you may need to do is do a readmit if you've attended before, but you don't have to do a new application. You go to Santa Fe College and you log in. What you may have to do is retrieve your password and your ID number if it's been a while since you've been enrolled. But I can help you do that. And there's also an automated way to retrieve your password and your ID number. And I'll show you that in a minute. And after you do your application, you get in touch with one of us. You say, I've done my application. Here's my ID number. And we will have you do an orientation. It's a online orientation. Again, you can do it from any computer, or you can come in to one of our sites and we can help you with it. And then after you complete the orientation, we'll have you take a test. And the test, it's nothing to be nervous about. It's called the Test of Adult Basic Education, or TABE test. And it's so that we can see where students' strengths are and what they need to work on. So again, you don't have to study for it. You don't have to worry about it. There's no pass or fail. It's just so we can diagnose what you need help with and how close you are to being ready to take and pass the GED tests. And then after you take the tape test, you'll meet with one of us. We'll go over your scores with you. We'll talk to you about your schedule. Um, and that's when you can pay your $30. And if $30 might be a financial hardship, we have some supports available to help with that. So you just let whoever advises you and meets with you know about that, and we can give you information on how to get assistance with that. And if you want to come this summer, now's a great time to start the enrollment process because classes start for summer on May 13th. So you've got time to do the application, to do the testing, to do the orientation. And this just tells you when our holidays are. We do have a week break during the summer, and then, but it's not a new fee after that. You come right back after the break, and classes go until August 6th. Now, some people are like, well, my kids are out of school for the summer, or I've got some plans for the summer. Summer's not the best time for me to start. We start our fall classes on the 19th of August. So you can go ahead and do your application and do your orientation and your testing and get all that out of the way so you're all set to go for August. If anybody is under 18, we can take students who are 16 or 17 years of age if they've officially withdrawn from high school. And I always tell people I never ever encourage anybody not to complete high school. But if there's a situation where it's like, it's just, I'm too far behind on my credits. This just isn't working. I really need to go a different route. Then I encourage people to meet with their guidance counselor, make sure they're making the best decision. And if everybody's in agreement, then officially withdraw from high school and get a high school withdrawal form. And then you give that to us, and then we could get you started. And then there's just a little bit, there might be one extra step if students do have any kind of disciplinary history, but it doesn't stop them from joining our program. It's just they might need to turn in some information or meet with the disciplinary review panel. But that's a pretty quick process. They meet every week, and then it's generally most students are approved to get started. And then finally, we want to help you begin this journey so you can be one of those graduates tossing your cap in the air. So that gives you some information on how to enroll. And then I can go through our list of courses with people so I can then show you what we do have available. I can show you our career pathways opportunities. And I can also show you how to enroll. Maybe I'll start with that. Are there any questions right now that I need to answer before I go on to the next bit of information?
No.
Everybody good? Okay.
Mhm.
So if you do want to enroll in our program, this is the website, www.sfcollege.edu, and I'll take off the high school dual enrollment. So that's our website. When you log on, you would click on students, and then you scroll down. You might want to explore this. There's lots of interesting information for students here, but where you need to be to do the application is, wait a minute, if you're a first time student, you want to go to admissions and to get started. And then you scroll down, it might have some helpful information for you. But what you really want to do is you want to click here on apply. And you click start a new application. And then most people would click United States citizen or whatever your category is. And next. And then you would tell it first time in college. and next, and you would say no diploma. And then only choose no diploma if you plan to take adult basic education or GED prep classes. So you pick that and next, and then it's just like a job application that you're filling out. If you already have your high school, or I'm sorry, if you already have your application for Santa Fe College, if you've done that in the past, same thing, you go to students and you go down to East Santa Fe. And if you've forgotten your ID, you click here. If you know your ID, but you forgot your password, you click here and it'll walk you through resetting it. Or you can call me and I can help you with it. And I'm going to make sure you have my contact information. Um, I'm keeping an eye on the time. I don't want to run into Mr. Dunmore's time. I could go through our classes, but like I said, we have morning classes, evening classes, Zoom classes. We have lots of opportunities. I'll just pull this up. We've got lots of career pathways options that students can take advantage of in addition to the academics. So as you are getting enrolled in your GED classes, if you're like, wow, I want to start exploring my future goals, whether it be something in the healthcare field or whether it be something in the cooking field or the horticulture industry, we have some classes. We don't have everything, but we've got some classes so students can start exploring their future goals. All right. So I think I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'll do a final call for questions. And oh, let me do one more thing. I want to make sure that everybody has my contact information. So let me just pull up a sheet of paper. And I'll make it nice and big so you can see. And it's julie.fault at sfcollege.edu, 352-395-5967 is my office number, but quite honestly, 352-519-4362. That's my Google Voice number. And this number, I can also get text. So if you prefer to text, you can text me at that number and I can get back with you. So any of these ways are a good way to get in touch with me. And I look forward to working with you and answering any questions that you may have. And I'll check my questions. I don't see any. If anybody in the group has any questions. But other than that, if you didn't have enough time to get this down, I'll definitely make sure to get this information out so it can be shared with you. But I'll go ahead and stop sharing and I'll turn it over to Mr. Dunmore.
Okay, awesome. Ms. Fall, thank you. Great presentation, and I hope that everyone can take advantage of that. It's an amazing program to continue education, and there's so much support. And just before I jump into Achieve, let me just say this because I talked to a couple of advisors really about a week ago, and one of the things that they told me was that they see so many applications that are unfinished. And if those applications had have been finished, then the individuals who were in the process of submitting them could have been accepted. They could have gotten financial support and so many different things. So Whether you come out to the Northwest campus, whether you go downtown to the Blunt Center and talk to an advisor there are literally so many people who are within your reach to be able to help you. All right. So I'm looking at the time. I'm going to be expeditious and try to go forward. I'm here to talk about Santa Fe Achieve. I'm going to start out by sharing my screen, and I'm going to put up a QR code. So let's jump to that real quick here. Let's see. Let's make sure we've got it here. I think we show all my windows. There we go. Okay. Okay. All right. So what I'm doing is, hopefully everyone can see that. I'm going to move my four-way screen here over a little bit, but there's a QR code that's there on the right. And so I am Cornelius Dunmore, and I work for Santa Fe College in the admissions department. And in the admissions department, we have this program, a free program, I would remind you, a free program. I would remind you it's free. And it is called Santa Fe Achieve. And so the Achieve program is a high school program. It's a collegiate program, but for high school students that gives them access to mentorships, partnerships, and scholarships. And I will explain about that a little bit more in just a moment. But I want to say this, before coming to Santa Fe, my background is as an educator in Alachua County Public Schools. I started out as an ESE self-contained elementary school teacher. So ESE self-contained, Title I. And so also middle school and high school, private school teaching. So I am an educator. And so as I've come to Santa Fe College really has blown me away, because this program, Santa Fe Achieve, is a program that I haven't found anything else like in this area, or even miles from here. And so what you're effectively saying is that we have a program for high school students, whether you are a freshman, so from 9th grade all the way to 12th grade, that is free, that these students, if they attend a public school in Alachua and Bradford County, they are eligible for Santa Fe Achieve, regardless of grade point average, whether the grade point average is a 1.0 or 4.0. They are eligible if they are high school students in Alachua and Bradford County. They are eligible for Santa Fe Achieve. What we are also doing at this time is we are accepting enrollments from 8th graders, rising 8th graders, who are zoned to go to a public school in Alachua and Bradford County. So as the Santa Fe Achieve middle school and program family specialist, my role is I go to where middle school students are. I've been to PTA meetings. I am Department of Health meetings. I was just yesterday, I was at a Head Start Academy and gave a parent presentation. And so I go to where middle school students and families are, but then I also bring middle school students and families to our Northwest campus. And so that's one of the functions that I have. So I'm going to get ready to shift here. I wanted to leave that QR code up. Maybe if you see that QR code, you can just scan that with your phone and it'll take you right to where I'm about to go next. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and transition. All right. I'm going to stop sharing that. All right. Now I'm going to jump back to my next page. Okay. All right. Let's maximize here. Okay. All right. So can everybody see my screen? If you can, give me a thumbs up. You should see a Santa Fe College website. You should see some CTE personnel, people in they're cadets in training, law enforcement. You should see welders there. Does everybody see that? Give me a thumbs up if you see that. Okay, great. Thank you, Ms. Tina. So when you log on to sfcollege.edu, I just wanted to show you how easy it is. I showed you the QR code, and if you scan that QR code with your phone or a tablet or a device, it would take you where I'm about to go next. If you didn't have the QR code and you went to sfcollege.edu and you typed in Achieve in the search bar and you clicked on that, it would take you to this screen, okay, where you would see that's Dr. Paul Brody. He is the 5th president of Santa Fe College, the first of his kind. Santa Fe College started in 1966. And so we've had 4 presidents before Dr. Brody, an amazing leader and visionary. He's positioned between a couple of students, amazing Achieve students. So this is our Achieve landing page. And when you scroll down, it gives you more information about Santa Fe Achieve. You'll see here as I scroll down to the question, who can become an SF Achieve Scholar? Any student attending a local public high school grade, and so that's what I already described, can sign up now for Santa Fe Achieve. There is no minimum GPA, and you can be in any grade level. Signing up, let me emphasize this because this is very important. Signing up doesn't mean that you are required to attend Santa Fe. You are not required to attend Santa Fe if you sign up for Santa Fe Achieve. But if you do decide to, you will be on track to earn the Santa Fe Achieve Scholarship. So to put that in layman's terms, maybe there's a student who maybe they're not going to go to college at all. Maybe there's a student who is going to go to college, but let's say they have their sights on LSU. I'm just throwing nothing against LSU. Except when they play Alabama. But so listen, I'm not throwing any shade at LSU, but if there's a student and that's where they're going to go, that student who's in love with LSU, they can still in 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th grade sign up for Santa Fe Achieve and have access to mentorships, scholarships, and even be able to take advantage of the many business partnerships that Santa Fe College has with businesses in and throughout Gainesville. Okay. All right. So let me move quickly because I really want to make sure that I leave room for questions. So I'm going to click over here. I want to explain to you what you're receiving and why you might want to sign your child up for Santa Fe Achieve. So here's a contact page. If I wanted to get to that page where we were just looking at, you can see here it says already signed up, connect with your SF Achieve specialist. There's a link there on the page, which takes you to our contact page, which is this. So give me a thumbs up if you see several professional photos on the right side of the screen of some of our mentors and specialists. Do you see those? Give me a thumbs up if you see those. Okay, so this is the Santa Fe Achieve team. What you're looking at pictures of mentors for high school students in Alachua and Bradford County. In every high school, we have GHS, Eastside, Buchholz, Lofton, Bradford Middle School, Bradford High School, Hawthorne, and I already mentioned Eastside, I believe, and Lofton, Newberry High School, and Santa Fe High School. And then there towards the bottom is yours truly, Cornelius Dunmore, Santa Fe Achieve Middle School and Family Program Specialist. I'm showing you this because these are the mentors and specialists that are positioned in the high schools who, when your student signs up for Santa Fe Achieve, these are the individuals that are going to be mentoring and providing opportunities and be training your student about higher education or even opportunities after high school, okay? And so that's our team. So Santa Fe College really is doing something that no one else is. The college realizes that there are educational gaps, realizes that everyone, I believe it was Ms. Fault mentioned this about being first generation. Not everyone has gone to college before. Not every family has someone in it who's gone to college. And so the college realizes that and decided to, not from far away, but up close, actually in the high school, have a Santa Fe College mentor who's positioned in the school so that they have direct proximity to students who are looking to understand more about their future and more about higher education. All right, I got to move, so I'm going to shift away from this tab, all right, to another. So here's one reason why this may matter to you. So I've talked to students. I was out at Bradford Middle School in Bradford County just last week. And so I set up in the media center and talked to a multitude of students. And one of the things that students told me was, I asked them this question. I said, what are you going to do after high school? Have you given any thought to, what your career you want to pursue, or, what you're interested in? And would you believe there were so many of those students said, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. So one of the things that our mentors and specialists do within Santa Fe Achieve is this at Santa Fe is called the Career Exploration Center. And so Ms. Fault passed by a link to this when she was going through some of the earlier pages. But our mentors and specialists, there's a curriculum, there's also a matrix that the Career Exploration Center is an entity at Santa Fe that simply just helps students figure out what they want to do. What are they good at? What skills do they have? What do they love doing? What comes easy to them? What is the thing that, they have a natural inclination towards? And so by utilizing a matrix, they're able to figure out where their strengths and skills are, and then what kind of careers line up with those strengths and those skills. And so mentors expose students to this idea from our Career Exploration Center. I'm not going to take a lot of time there, but it's an amazing resource at Santa Fe College. And what we've discovered is if we start talking to students in 9th grade and 8th grade about these things, by the time if they're going to a 4-year, or they're going to come to Santa Fe, if they're going to come to Santa Fe and do their 4-year degree, or if they're going to come to Santa Fe and they're going to get their AA, and then maybe they transfer to Florida A&M, FAMU, or whether they are going to transfer to University of Florida or Florida State, they're more able to enter in and to make great progress. All right. So that's what that is. I wanted to go to one more page, and this is high school dual enrollment. Ms. Fault mentioned this already, but one of the things that our specialists, our mentors for Santa Fe Achieve do is they begin having conversations with students about the benefits of high school dual enrollment. High school dual enrollment is a lot like a race. If we were, running track and field, and you had one student that lines up, let's say the student lines up here where my right hand is, and then the other student lines up here. And so they have a head start. They have an advantage to finish early, finish the race early. And that's what high school dual enrollment does. And so it is a process to that. You must apply. But there's so much support for students earning college credits early. All right. So the last thing, or next to last thing I wanted to share before I'm almost done, I'm not going to play this video, but I'm on YouTube, and I want to encourage you to jump on here when you have a moment and look for this title, Maya Got a Yes from UF. I want to encourage you to jump on YouTube, and you can actually just, Santa Fe College, we have a YouTube channel, so you can just jump on YouTube and type in, I'm going to open up a second tab here, and I'm just going to show you very quickly all you have to do. And so let's wait for that to go away for a second here so I can get behind it. All right. Let's go here. Let's see if we can move it over here. I can do it out here. Okay, so I'm at YouTube. I'm just going to type in here Santa Fe College. Really easy. Making sure that I'm typing in Santa Fe College, not Santa Fe Community College, as Ms. Fault already mentioned. And if I do, you'll notice that here is the Santa Fe College YouTube channel. All right, so that's what I was referring to. All right. So, but this is Maya. Maya was a Santa Fe Achieve student. And so she has a YouTube testimonial that's here on our Santa Fe College YouTube channel. And I want to encourage you sometime to just click on it and just check it out and take a look at it. Okay. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. Let me stop sharing here. All right. All right. So that's most of what I have. I do want to say this to you before I jump into any questions, and hopefully maybe there's some that are going to come in. But I just want to review. Santa Fe College has a free program for high school students. If you have an 8th grade student, we're accepting students as early as 8th grade to jump online and to register for our Santa Fe College Achieve program. It's for any public school student in Alachua or Bradford County. This program is free. It is 100% absolutely free. It does not have any bearing on GPA, is not a factor. So again, whether it's a 4.0 or 1.0, every public school student in Bradford and Alachua County that goes to a public school is eligible to participate in Santa Fe Achieve. And so that is huge. And so I just want to make sure that we understand that opportunity. The enrollment to do so, I guess if I jump back in and share very, very briefly, if I jump back on the screen where we were, I'm here. The enrollment is very, very simple. If I went down here to the contact page, you will see, I'm sorry, I'm going to go to the main page. So here at the Santa Fe Achieve main page, I scroll down, there's a yellow box that says sign me up. If I click on that box, it takes me to a form. I need to put in my first and last name, the high school information. Maybe you know the login, maybe not, but the high school that the student is either zoned to attend or they are attending. Okay. The graduation year, an email address, and so the parent name and email address, and then you have to make sure you let us know you're not a robot, and then you submit. And that form probably takes about 2 minutes tops, maybe 3 at the most to complete, and your child would be registered for Santa Fe Achieve. Okay. All right. So I see there's a Q&A. I'm going to stop sharing and jump out of the share mode, and let's go to the Q&A down here. So no private schools or homeschool kids. All right. So the answer to the question is yes. The reason, let me tell you the reason why. Because Santa Fe Achieve is a grant-funded program. And so since it's a grant-funded program, the way that the grant was written, it was written for public school students because if you've participated or you listen to any school board meetings or, we have students who are in Alachua County Public Schools, the grant was written to try to target public school students where sometimes there are deficiencies. And so the grant writers wanted to try to help Alachua County Public School students. If you have a homeschooled student, or if you have a student who maybe they are participating in a county outside of Alachua or Bradford County, or maybe they're a private school student, there are programs that are available for those students as well. And so one of them, if I can jump in and show you this very quickly, I'll go back to the homepage. One of them is TRIO. TRIO. TRIO is not an acronym. It is the name of a program. And so I'm going to share. I'm clicking here. So here I am. I'm back at the Santa Fe College landing page. I'm going to take out Achieve out of the search bar, and I'm going to type in TRIO, TRIO. And so you'll see TRIO programs is here. And so when I click on that, it takes me to our landing page for TRIO. Now, TRIO is just what it says. TRIO is 3 programs kind of rolled into under one umbrella. It's Upward Bound, it's Educational Talent Search, and it's what's called Student Support Services. So, okay, there's a couple more questions, so I'm going to have to jump to those quickly. But TRIO is essentially, and with most respect to Student Support Services, it's another, let's call it another umbrella of programs. that do touch oftentimes students who are private schooled or homeschooled, maybe students who maybe they are a part of a charter school system, maybe a Christian academy. And so often those students can find support, most especially through student support services and the other programs that TRIO has under its umbrella. All right, let me stop sharing and then let me jump to these questions here. So do gifted students go by age, grade, or study grade? So these gifted students, that is by their grade. So if there's a student who's gifted, but they're a ninth grade student, they're still a ninth grade student, even though they're a gifted ninth grade student. Okay. I think that's the only other question that I saw that was there. Okay. Any other questions about Santa Fe Achieve? Free, absolutely free.
So I do have a question.
Yes.
Or I actually have a follow-up question to the question about private school or homeschool. Could the person that put that in there, could you tell us what school it is that is private that you are referring to? Because I know that PK Young is not a part of Alachua County Public Schools, but there is an Achieve person that is there for them. So I don't know if this is a student maybe there. And I don't know what constitutes private versus Alachua County Public Schools. Like I know that we are Alachua County Public Schools, but I don't know where PK falls into that.
Right.
Right.
So PK Young falls into its own designation. It's a developmental research school, or what was called a laboratory school, in years past. But so here's what I can do. And I see a couple questions have jumped up here. And so, but I'll get to those in just a second. Let me jump back to sharing my screen, and this may help. So I'm going to click away from Trio here, and let's go back to Santa Fe Achieve. And so that's our sign up form. But I'm going to go to this other tab here, and I'm sorry, the sign up form. So if I'm here in the sign up form for Santa Fe Achieve, if you click here on high school organization, so here are all the participating schools for Santa Fe Achieve. And so they're here in the sign up form. So Hawthorne High School, Bradford High School, Aquin Jones, GHS Buchholz, North Central Florida Public Charter School, Newberry High School, Santa Fe Eastside, Lofton, PK Young is there, Alachua East School, also Alachua County Juvenile Justice, PACE, Center for Girls, Sciatech, AMI Kids, Lofton, of course, Hawthorne Middle School / High School, and then the Santa Fe College Academy of Science and Technology. So this list, and I hope I'm answering your question, Ms. Tina, this list is the designator of based on the way that the grant was written, and I'm going to jump out of sharing and jump back to questions. Based on the way that the grant was written, those are the included schools that you notice. Some of those names that I mentioned are not schools that people think of when they think of traditional Alachua County Public Schools. Well, this grant was written to include those entities into the grant. So any schools that are not listed in that list, would fall outside of Achieve. Okay, let's take a quick look at these other questions and see if I can get to them here. Let's see here. Okay, so I see a thank you. Can I know what is the application deadline for dual enrollment if my son is a current 10th grader? If we enroll, do parents need to provide transportation between Buchholz and Santa Fe? Yes, you would need to provide transportation. Regarding the dual enrollment deadline, that is available. That is available at the Santa Fe College, sfcollege.edu, and then the HDSE, or the high school dual enrollment page that we showed to you tonight. So if you just jump back on there, the deadline, the enrollment, the application window is posted on the website, on the sfcollege.edu HDSE, or high school dual enrollment page. So you can get that information from there. Okay. I know we're getting closer here on time. Let me see. I don't think there's any new questions, though. I think I answered that. So any other questions while we have a few minutes?
Did we answer the one about the gifted students?
I think we did, because the question,
Okay.
yeah, the question was, do gifted students go by age grade or study grade? And so it is age grade. So if the student is a gifted student and they're in ninth grade, then that student is going to be a ninth grade gifted student. So it's by age. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Any other
And
questions?
Mr. Dunmore, could you put your contact information up
Yes.
for anyone that needs to contact you after?
Yes, thank you for reminding me about that, Miss Tina. And so what I wanted to do is let me just share. And fortunately, it's already here. So I'm going to click away from that and go back to our contact page. And so this is, again, at Santa Fe College. When you type in Achieve in the search bar, it brings you to this landing page. But then when I scroll down to connect with your SF Achieve specialist for more info, that takes you to this page where you see the contact team. And so my information is here towards the bottom. I'm going to see if I can't increase the zoom, make this just a bit bigger. Okay. And so my office number is here. All right. And then email address is also right here. And so hopefully everyone can see that. You give me a thumbs up if you can. But yes, so thank you. I would love to answer any questions or be able to assist. I also want to I know we're fleeting on the time, but I also want to mention to you that Santa Fe College is very accessible to you. We are easily accessible. And so if you would love to come out and you would like to tour the Northwest campus, you can log on to SF College and you go to admissions. And I'm going to leave my name there just for another minute here, maybe 30 seconds or so. And then I'm going to just shift really quickly to show you how to book a tour at this our Northwest campus. Our doors are open. We do not have a nasty attitude. We are not standoffish or bougie at all. We want you to come. We would love for you to come. We would love for your child to come and see the programs and things that are available. And so we make those students aware of that when they sign up for Santa Fe Achieve. But let me quickly get back to what I wanted to show you. I'm going to go back to normal Zoom. And then quickly, just from here, from anywhere, I'm going to type in admissions. And you'll see here Santa Fe College admissions. This is our landing page for admissions. I'm going to quickly scroll down. And in the middle of the page, you'll see a button that says, or an area, visit our campus, schedule a visit. And I'm going to click on that schedule a visit. And you'll see some of our student ambassadors in the blue shirts. Those are Santa Fe College students who give tours when you come to tour our campus. So we love to talk to you, but you're getting it from the horse's mouth. You're getting real, accurate intel about what Santa Fe is like from Santa Fe students. All right. And so if I scroll down here, you can see that there is an opportunity to visit the Northwest campus, visit the Blunt Center. You can schedule a tour. The Blunt Center is downtown. The Northwest campus is, of course, out 39th Avenue or 23rd, just before I-75. So you can schedule a tour at any one of our locations. Okay. That's there on the admissions page. I'm going to stop sharing and I think turn it back over to Miss Tina.
Well, thank you so much. I don't see any additional questions. Mr. Foles, does your families have any questions?
Miss Tina, all our families are good here.
Okay, wonderful.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you all.
All right, so you all have the contact information for Miss Julie and Mr. Cornelius. So please definitely feel free to reach out to them. They are willing and available to help any of our families that have logged on tonight or that rewatch this video that will be posted. You can definitely reach out to them. If you need to reach out to me again, you can do so at parentacademy@gm.sbac.edu. And so if there is no additional questions, I'll go ahead and close us out for this evening. I just would like to thank everyone again for joining us on our Zoom tonight. We appreciate your participation, and each week you are available. You can connect with me and other hosts to have more informative presentations and discussions just like this one. Again, my name is Tina Folston Hayes. I'm the Parent Academy Specialist for Educational Equity and Outreach for the Alachua County Public Schools. And I actually have another Zoom on tomorrow night, and it's in regards to financial literacy. So come on and join me. And then after that, each Thursday after that, I will be right here for you to connect. And I just appreciate Santa Fe coming into our house and joining us and giving us some great information that our families can definitely utilize and push further beyond their high school for our students, and then allow our adult families to move forward with their education too. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. And you all have a wonderful night.
Well, thank you all for having us.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Tina. Thank you, Ms. Fall. Thank you, everybody.